Hello students, I hope you understand few questions of the triangle of exercise 6.5. 6.4 we have not done because we have to remove that because 30% syllabus we have to delete from the syllabus now. So next exercise is the exercise 6.5. 4 questions we have already done. First, second and fourth one, that is the question. Third question I told you that I give you understanding. Now let us start our today's lecture with the third question. The question number third of the exercise 6.5 is a 15-meter long ladder reached a window 12-meter high. Such kind of questions you must understand word by word, a line by line. Only then draw a diagram related to that question. Only then you can understand that such kind of questions. Alright, a 15-meter long ladder reached a window 12-meter high from the ground. Now, when we are talking about the ground, that is the base. Alright, now suppose this is the ground and we consider this as base. Now they told that a window is 12-meter high from the ground. Window is always with the wall. Okay, suppose this is the wall and this is the window. So this is a straight line used. Alright, so this is a straight line and from the ground a window is 12-meter high. So the length of the wall up to the window is 12 meters. And a 15-meter long ladder reached a window. When we place a ladder with the window, that is always in an inclined position like this. This is a slanting line or inclined position at some angle with the base. Alright, in this way we place the ladder. Now, this line represents the ladder. Now when the ladder is touched the window from the ground, its total height is 15 meter. It is given. A 15-meter long ladder reached a window. Alright, height 12-meter high from the ground. Which window is 12-meter high from the ground? Alright, on placing it against a wall. On placing it against a wall, that is a wall, and against the wall when we place a ladder. At a distance A. Alright, at a distance A means at a distance A in the ground. At the ground, the distance is talking about the ground. That the ladder is at a distance A from the wall. This is the wall and this is the ladder. And its gap between on the base is A. That is not given, that is given a constant. Is A. This is a variable which is given to us. Alright, the distance is not given, only the variable is given. Find the distance of the foot of the ladder. Foot of the ladder from the wall. Now this is a wall, this is a ladder, and this is the window. This is a wall, ladder, their gap is A, their distance between them is A, and this is the window. I thought this question is clear to you. A 15-meter long ladder reached a window 12-meter high from the ground. A 15-meter long ladder. Alright, on placing it against a wall. Alright, at a distance A, find the distance of the foot of the ladder from the wall. So we have to find out value A. Now, understand, when we draw the diagram, this diagram actually represents a right angle triangle. How it represents? Because wall actually represents a straight line. Alright, and this is the ground. This is the base, or we can say ground. We are talking about the base or the ground. Now a wall is in the straight line with the ground. So it in between them. What is the angle between them? Always this angle is 90 degree. Always this angle is 90 degree. And the ladder is placed with the base at some angle. Alright, so this is actually a right angle triangle. We get by all these things a right angle triangle. So let us start the solution. from the given figure, it is clear that the figure gives us right angled triangle. This diagram gives us right angled triangle in which H means the hypotenuse, as we have discussed the Pythagoras theorem for the right angled triangle, in which this slanting line acts as hypotenuse, that is height, hypotenuse, or height is this is perpendicular, this is height, and this is the hypotenuse. Next is the perpendicular, the wall, the length, the height. Alright, this is the perpendicular. So this act as the perpendicular. Alright, and this act as the base. So three things we have in the right angle triangle: perpendicular, base, hypotenuse. 90-degree angle always made in between perpendicular and base. Alright, so between perpendicular and base we get the 90-degree angle, and this slanting line acts as the hypotenuse. Alright, now we have to find out value of the base using the Pythagoras theorem. Now, using Pythagoras property, or you can say theorem. What is Pythagoras property? As we have done already, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Alright, x square is equal to p square plus b square. This is the formula. You must remember this formula. Alright, hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Now, by this method, by this formula, if we know the two things we know. Third length or third distance we can find out. Like in this question, the hypotenuse is given, that is 15 meter. The perpendicular is given, that is 12 meter. Now we have to find out the base, that is A. Alright, so let us put in this formula all the things. H is equal to 15. So we have to put here, it implies 15 square is equal to perpendicular is 12. So 12 square plus base square. Now you can place, at the place of base you can put A also. What is the value of the base? Actually A. A is given to A square. We can place here that B, that is base, is equal to A. We can write here base is equal to A. Alright, so we can put by this formula. Now this is an equation. We are going to solve this equation. 15 square means 15 multiply 15. Alright, 12 square means 12 multiply 12. Alright, A as it. Previously as it, then we solve for A. 15 multiply 15, what we get here? 225. Alright, is equal to 144. When we multiply 12 with 12, what we get? 144 plus A square. Now what is the value of A? To find out the value of the A, just transpose 144 to another side, maybe in the left hand side or in the right hand side. So A square is equal to, we can write here left hand side or in the right hand side. So 225 is greater, 144 going towards this, and subtract from this term, because this is in the positive sign and we turn this in the second direction, it is with negative sign. Now A square is equal to, what we get here? We get here 81. When we subtract these two now, what we get here? 81. Alright, so A square is equal to 81. But we required only A, not A square. Now, see, A multiply A, because A square we can write A multiply A, and 81 can be written as 9 multiply 9. Or we can say 81 is equal to 9 square also. Alright, when we compare these two terms, what we get? The value of A is equal to 9. That is, the value of A is equal to 9 meters. That is, base is equal to 9 meters. So we can write here A is equal to 9 meters. Because all the length in meters, that's why A is equal to 9 meters. So by this method we can find out any side of the right angle triangle, not for all triangles. Pythagoras property is only used for the right angle triangle. Now when we draw the diagram related to this complete statements, we get the right angle triangle because wall is a straight line with the base. Alright, that's why we get right angle triangle. So by getting right angle triangle, we use Pythagoras property, and the Pythagoras property is h square, that is hypotenuse square, is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. We are talking about the length or the distance between the points. Alright, this is also a distance between these 2 points. This is also a distance between the points. This is only happen for the right angle triangle. So when we put the value of h, because h is given to us, put the value of p, it is given to us, we get the value of a by solving the equation. You know very well how we can solve the equations. So in this way we can find out the values. These kind of questions are very important. Alright, understand such questions. Now come towards next question, because fourth question we have already done. Next is the fifth question on the similar statement based questions. Now let us read the question first and understand and draw the diagram with the statement. Draw a diagram, a rough sketch of the statement. A tree is broken at a height of 5 meters from the ground. Now tree is attached with the ground, you know very well. Suppose this is a tree, this complete is a tree, and this is the ground. Okay, now a tree is broken at a height of 5 meters, means the height of the tree is something else, but tree is broken in between at a height of 5 meters from the ground. That is, the base of the tree is this one. From the height 5 meters, it is standing as it, but after 5 meter height it broken and touch the base or the ground. A tree is broken at a height of 5 meters from the ground. That is 5 मीटर. अंडरस्टैंड करो, ग्राउंड पे ट्री का बेस है. ऑलराइट, ट्री की हाइट ज्यादा है पर वो अपनी हाइट का 5 मीटर तक तो स्टैंडिंग में रहा, बट उसका ऊपर जो और आगे पार्ट था और हाइट थी, वहां से वो बीच में से ब्रेक हो गया. ब्रेक होके ट्री राइट हैंड साइड पे गिर गया, या वट एवर द साइड्स वी आर नॉट कंसीडर, बट व्हेन वी ब्रेक then it's the broken part touch the ground. Obviously it touched the ground, maybe in any side. Alright, so a tree is broken at a height of 5 meters from the ground and its top touches the ground. Now suppose this is the top. Alright, this is the top of the ground, tree, top of the tree. When it broken from this, now this top touches the ground. This is exactly, suppose I give the name P to the top. Now this is exactly the P point. After broken. Alright, now this height, suppose PL is height. Now LP is similar to this LP. Alright, suppose this is a broken from this and then it just broken and touched the ground. Alright, after falling down, it touched the ground. Okay. So, what happened here? I thought you understand. A T is not completely broken. It broken in between at a height of 5 meters from the ground, and its top touches the ground after the tree is broken. And so this height, that is where the tree is broken, this height exactly equal to this height. You understand the concept? P point now come toward this. Previously, actually, the point is only this one. This is a tree and this is the base. When it broken from this point, then this P point actually turn. Now this is this P point. Suppose we remove this P point and L. then it go towards this. This is the P point. Alright, so it touches the ground. After broken from 5 meter height, it touches the ground. So this happened. That's why I represent the broken part of the tree with the dotted line. These are the dotted line. Actually, this line exactly equal to this line, because after broken, the tree touches the ground. So a tree is broken at a height of 5 meter from the ground, and its top touches the ground at a distance of 12 meter from the base. 12 meter from the base, what does it mean? Top touch the ground. Alright, top touch the ground at a distance 12 meter from the base. कहाँ पे इसने टच किया ग्राउंड को? ये इसी के ट्री के बेस से 12 मीटर डिस्टेंस पे उसने टच किया. जब ट्री यहाँ से ब्रोकन हो गया, ये कंप्लीट ट्री था, ये पूरा कंप्लीट था. जब ये वाला पार्ट इसका, ये वाला पार्ट, ये हाइट छोड़ के ये पार्ट ब्रोकन हुआ, यहाँ गिरा, तो ये जो टॉप का पार्ट था, ये बेस से कितने गैप पे गिरा? दिस गैप इज 12 meters. This gap is 12 meters. So a tree is broken at a height of 5 meter from the ground and its top touches the ground at a distance of 12 meter from the base. From the base of the tree. Find the original height of the tree. Original height means we have to find out this complete height of the tree. This is 5 meter. Alright, we have to find out this height. But this height exactly equal to LP, that is H, that is hypotenuse. Alright, now why I am asking about the hypotenuse? Because this is a right angle triangle. Why it is a right angle triangle? Because tree is always in a straight position. So this make with the base a 90-degree angle. This angle is always 90 degree. The base or the root of the tree make the 90-degree angle with the ground. Okay. So that's why I am talking that tree is with the ground at 90-degree angle. So this is a right angle triangle. That's why I am talking that this height is actually the hypotenuse. And what is this height? 5 meters. This is perpendicular and this is 12 meter is act as base. Alright, we can give the name to this. Suppose BLP. Now solution. Here by given figure we get what we understand from this diagram. We understand that this diagram gives us a right angle triangle. Here by given figure we get a right angled triangle. And which is right angle triangle? BLP is a right angle triangle. Alright, we can write here triangle. This is right angle triangle. So by which angle B is equal to 90 degree. Angle B is equal to 90 degree. So by using Pythagoras property. What is the Pythagoras property? That is h square is equal to p square plus b square. Here in this case, what is b? Base is equal to. Now here base is equal to 12 meter. And what about h? H is not given to us. H is not given to us. And what about the p? P is equal to 5 meter. So P is equal to 5 meters. Alright. Now base is given, perpendicular is given. We have to find out H. Alright. Now let us start to solve the question. So H square is equal to P. P square is equal to 5 square plus base. What is base? 12. So 12 square. So H square is equal to 25 plus 144. So H square is equal to 169. Alright. Alright, you understand how we can find out H, and what is H? H is actually that part of the tree which is broken. Alright, so H is equal to, now we can write H square is equal to 169, which is 13 square actually. Alright, which is 13 square. So it implies H is equal to 13 meters, because all the heights are given in the meters now. That's why H is equal to 13 meters. So this height is 13. This is the 13. Gap between L and P is 13. If this is 13, then this height is also 13 meter, because these two are the equal now. This is the broken part of the tree, and this is actually the broken part of the tree when it fall down and touch the ground. So H is equal to 13. Now we have to find the original height of the tree, that is the complete height of the tree. This we find out with the help of the H, that is 13 meter, and this is given, that is 5 meters. So total height of the tree. So total height of tree is equal to 13 plus 5, and both are in meters. That is 18 meters. Alright, this is the complete height of the tree. These questions are statement based questions, are very important, because if from these questions you have to draw the diagram, you understand the right angle triangle, then you can use the Pythagoras property. So in this case what is given to us, हमें एक ट्री दिया हुआ था जो अपनी 5 मीटर हाइट से ब्रेक हो जाता है, और उसका जो सबसे टॉप का पार्ट है आफ्टर ब्रेकिंग ये ग्राउंड को टच करता है. सो वी गेट अ राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल, और हमें क्या दिया हुआ था, बेस जो है ट्री का वो इस हाइट के पॉइंट से जहां ये गिरता है टूट कर, वहां से 12 मीटर पे है, और ट्री हमेशा ग्राउंड के साथ 90 का एंगल बनाता है. सो फ्रॉम ओवरऑल व्यू निकला दैट कि दिस इज अ राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल, और जो ब्रोकन पार्ट ट्री का है वो एक्ट एज हाइपोटेन्यूज. This is perpendicular and 12 meter is the base. So using the Pythagoras property, because this is a right angle triangle, this is very important to write that it is a right angle triangle. Only then we can use the Pythagoras property. And the property you must remember, h square is equal to p square plus b square. And h we can find out by putting the value 5 square 25, 12 square 144, h square is 169, and from this we get 169 is a perfect square of 13. So we get h is equal to 13 meters. But our purpose is to find out the complete height of the tree, and this is only the broken part of the tree. So complete height or meters. Alright, so students, you understand this kind of questions, understand and complete your all these up to 5 questions in your exercise.